G'day everyone, MasterAbbott here from CapsuleComputers.com.au. Today we'll be reviewing a game from PoP CaP Games called Bonnie's Bookstore. Bonnie's Bookstore is available on PC, and that's the only way you can get a hold of this one. You can grab it from the PoP CaP Games website, and you can download it from there. Now, Bonnie's Bookstore is a word letter puzzle type of game. It's very, very fun. It will get you thinking. It's a fun game to play. Now I'll quickly run through the options here on the left hand side. As you can see, it's got options on how to play, the actual options, action game and classic. Now if we go into how to play, basically it gives you a rundown on what you need to do to accomplish and pass levels. Now as you can see, you got to create words by linking the letters together. You can make longer letters, and you also have different roadblocks along the way, which they call writer's blocks. And by doing that, you need to get rid of that word, get rid of the block by making it slip down and further down off the board. If you do get stuck, you can scramble words, and it will just rearrange the words on the tiles. And then you got the classic and the action type of game. Now the action game is timed and the classic isn't, but you do have turns, and you got to complete the game, complete the level within a certain amount of turns. You got level of difficulty, which I'll go through as well. You got scoring. You can score and get bonuses as well with longer words or longer character or longer letters that you do to create longer words with like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 letter characters. Fast play tips, you can go really quick. I'll move across. I'll get out of here very quickly. You got, like I said, writer's block, wild cards, which actually show you, which actually substitute letters. You got the cycler, which goes from A to B to C to D to E to F. So basically, the letter constantly changes. This one here is a lock box. If you open up a letter around it, this one will open up as well. There's also other ones as well, like reversible and copycat, but I'm going to jump in and go straight into a game and show you how it's played. So I'm going to go into the classic game. Go into classic game, and you got level of difficulty here. You got 3 type of levels. You got normal, hard, and genius. And I'll go into normal, and it gives you a bit of a rundown of what's going on and why Bonnie is here and what you're going to be doing to help her. I'm not going to wreck this for anybody. I'm just going to quickly skip this and skip this again and skip this one more time. Okay, so basically we're at the game board now. Now as you can see, it tells you and it shows you how to do it. It gives you a quick tutorial on how to play when you first start up. So basically it tells you, spell the word frog by connecting the F to the R, and then the R to the O, and then the O to the G. So as you can see, you got a F, R, O, G. You do that. Once you've done that, you click on submit. And if you do that, the letters that you just selected disappear, more appear from the top, and then they basically, they're new letters. Sometimes you might get the same ones, you're not sure, but it's possible. And then the ones that you've highlighted become green. Now, basically, what you've got to do in this, what you've got to do in every single level is you've got to completely make every single board, every single tile green. So as soon as you've used a letter, it will then, let's say for example, let's continue on here. It'll tell you make the word cake. So when I do C-A-K-E and then click submit, that section where I did cake will turn green. And that's pretty much what you've got to do. Down the bottom here you've got turns. You've got 42 turns, and you've pretty much got to complete and make the entire board green before the end of your turn. And the same thing goes for the arcade. The arcade is timed. You have a little timer going across, and that's pretty much it. Now, as you know, this is the first level, so it's not too complicated. But it'll get harder. But we are playing depending on the level of difficulty. See, let's say for example, that one there, I just made a word, cozy, and then just go submit. And as you can see, that section up there has now become green. So it basically tells you that you know, go ahead, make some more words. Words must be at least 3 characters long. But once you move on to the next level, for example, I can make this letter here. I can just do that, art, and submit it, and it will. You know, as I said, it's just made that section green. But you've got to try and make letters a little bit more bigger than 3, because if you don't, you will get that writer's block, and the writer's block will get in the way. So if it gets right in the middle, right there, you won't be able to use any letters that are in the middle of that. And if you've got to make a letter out of that, it's going to be harder for you to do. So that's pretty much how you play the game. I'm going to jump out of this one quickly. In the options menu, you can play the game at full screen if you really want. You can change the volume up and music and everything as well. Options and how to play once again. I'll take you back to the main menu. Now if we go into the actions one quickly, you can continue from your other classic game as well. So if I go in there and resume, as you can see down the bottom here, you've got a bar, and that's a timer. So pretty much you can continue playing from where you left off last time, and you can continue playing from there. Now if you do create big lettered words, that timer will go backwards as well. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But this is also fun, because if you think about it, you can also just time yourself and get yourself thinking. So for example, TALE, submit, and that's how it works. So if you got basically a 5-letter word, that timer would move back a little bit. But if not, it will continue going down and down and down until the time runs out, and then the game's over. Let's just jump back out of there. Oops. Let's just jump back out to the main menu. Okay, now that's pretty much everything that's related to the game. Now you can change your players. You can have multiple players playing it. You don't have to have one person play. For example, that's Bonnie. I can make myself a new character and another character, so everyone can have their own. They can play at their own pace. They don't have to jump in and use someone else's. And you know, basically, they can play their own game at their own leisure as well. So let me just jump out one more time. And that's pretty much it. There are a total of 5 chapters and 50 levels in total. They will get harder depending on your level of difficulty as well. This game is really good for basically any age, to tell you the truth, but it's a very, very good game when it comes to thinking of letters and getting your mind going. It's fantastic for, I would say, for grown-ups as well as children, and as well as older people. It's fantastic. Give it a go. Grab it from the PoP CaP website. I'll put a link to it. I'll give this one a 7 capsules out of 10, and that's it. MasterAbbott signing out from capsulecomputers.com.au. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.